Oh, here we go. Testing, testing. Sweet, sounds good. Welcome to Beagle Eye Visions. Thank you so much if you've been following along with the channel, if you've been sticking around this spooky season, or I know spooky season is not everybody's thing, but I still appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. We had I was playing along with Call of Cthulhu last night. That's the spooky video game of this season. Playing Call of Cthulhu, had a decent group last night. We were all hanging out. I honestly, I cut the stream a little bit short because it was scary. I'm not gonna. It got really scary. Once you get farther into Call of Cthulhu, the jump scares kind of ramp up. There were some jump scares at the beginning, but they weren't. I didn't jump, so I wouldn't classify them as jump scares. But anyways, that was super fun. So thank you. If you've been following along with the channel, really appreciate you. We're going to do some legendary story telling today, even though in this tall tale of the legendary storyteller, there's really not much story, so I don't know why they would name this one the legendary storyteller out of all of them. Oops, and I didn't even look in my notes before I started today. You might see me pause and stop. Either it's either I'm taking a bathroom break, but I'm also cooking dinner for tonight. I'm currently cooking right now as we speak. So if you see me stop, do not be alarmed. I'm probably just checking on the food, make sure the house doesn't burn down. But yeah, you guys will see that this tall tale leaves a lot to be desired. Out of all of them, of all the tall tales I've done so far, this one is, I don't know, it's definitely lacking, but it's still fun. Still a fun little tall tale. So in the last tall tale, we got into, let me find a seat here. We got into, what was it? We've been getting to maritime admiralty law. We've been getting into natural law. And again, just a little caveat, this is, when I do these allegories and I talk about these topics of natural law, and especially once getting into maritime admiralty law and Freemasonry, I'm talking to you as if you are an adult who is well researched, right? As if you know the basic gist of these. Really is, in these descriptions, I don't paint it as if you're a beginner. I know I probably should work on that because a lot of people don't study these topics because they would rather just be self-indulgent. They don't have time, Nobody wants to spend the time and study these important topics of natural law and morality and Freemasonry. These mystery traditions, or the mystery schools, as they're known. Hermeticism is a mystery school. Freemasonry is a mystery school or a mystery tradition. It's really good to look into these things. I know it's easy to get lost, but again, that's I'm talking to you as if you have a basic understanding. Is one caveat. But today, I should have pulled up a natural law quote, because again, with everything that's been going on, especially with Trump and ICE and all that boring tragedy, or it's not really boring, but it is tragedy. There's a lot of crazy suffering going on nowadays, and it is due to a lack of knowledge, for sure, a lack of understanding, a lack of compassion, a lack of humanity in general. And then Trump is just, they get these presidents, they elect these people, and they're so old. Like, they're way too old. We need to get, like, I mean, I'm an anarchist. We don't need president. We don't need authority. But if you're going to get somebody in there, get somebody who's intelligent, who's not going to like get Alzheimer's while they're in office. If you're, God forbid, if you're going to have somebody, make sure they understand morality too. I mean, I guess if they understood morality, they wouldn't be going for that stupid job of having authority, right? Of having authority over other people. But anyways, oops, I want to drink some grog here before we really get started. Let me get my skull tankard. I see you, Tasha. We're gonna be talking to you here shortly. Just talking to the audience, warming up here, as they say. Laying the pipe. Okay, but anyways, I love this tavern. What was I saying? Where was I at? Here's a quote from the book, Sea of Thieves, Heart of Fire. Again, people don't read books. Very underrated book. People need to read this. If you like Sea of Thieves in any capacity, check this book out for sure. It's really good. The quote is, "Flameheart betrayed us first long ago," Edmund said levelly. "Not consciously perhaps, but through his deeds and the corruption of our pirate code. Picking on the weak and defenseless is no sport. Raising an outpost to the ground and leaving the gold to bubble and melt." He sighed. "Loyal as I had been, I could see where that would lead us. One person's freedom cannot come at the cost of another's." Page 83 of Heart of Fire, and you can get it. You can get it on the Kindle app. Kindle app is awesome. Highly recommend it. Kindle app is really convenient. It keeps track. You don't need to have a bookmark. All you need to have is your phone. And most people are slaves to technology, so they have their, they can't leave their house without their cell device. They got to get halfway down the block, you still got to turn around and go get your phone if you forgot it. But most people, they always carry their phone. But anyways, you can always use the Kindle app, right? There's so many ways that we can use technology to our advantage, but people just are ignorant. People are blind to the ways of mankind. Like that old OG true hip-hop song. Giving you guys some Grandmaster Flash knowledge over here. Do I drink another grog or go for the tall tale? But anyway, yeah, this story is very underwhelming. It leaves a lot to be desired. But what was it? Maria West and Crip Rick did an episode. And the reason why I'm always giving these guys shout-outs here let me sit down before I keep ranting. The reason I'm always giving these guys shout-outs is because I understand that people are not well-read. I understand people do not spend time doing this research. So that's why I'm always calling their names out, right? Maria West, Crip Rick, Chris Jansen, Derek Bartolocelli, Will Keller, Logan Hart, Brandon Martin, Mark Passio, Santos Bernacci. The list goes on. I could literally sit here and name them all like forever. The list continues to go on, and the list is getting even bigger with a lot of new minds. I forget the people who were running SoundPath. Jerry Cabazzuto and her. I don't know if they're together, but St. John as well. I don't know if they're together. I'm dating. My information could be correct, but St. John. He's been a new voice in the freedom community. He's been coming out lately. He did a lot of work with Sound Path to Freedom. And if you haven't heard of Sound Path to Freedom, what the hell is wrong with you? No, but I'm not going to beat you down for it. But these guys, they were talking about relationships. Mario West and Crip Rick were talking about relationships, right? And think of it. It's in the word. I don't know if I've talked about this on the channel before, but it's right? It's a balance. It takes a lot of work. Speaking of work, you got the One Great Work Network, the One Great Work, right? The work of morality, the work of ending human slavery, but then, the work of relationships, right? And it doesn't matter what relationship we're talking about here, it's still work. It takes balance, it takes time. You got to spend time with people, you got to get to know them, you got to have conversations with them. You got to find out what they like and what they don't like, what makes them tick and what makes them happy, right? It's all about work, relationship. Whether it's an agape type of relationship, where agape is you have this word agape that means it's a humanly love, a love for all humanity. But there's also, I'm forgetting the types of love. There's agape. There's I forget. I'm brain farting on the other ones. There's like brotherly love, familial love, but also the love of the lover love, which we'll get more into that in the Wild Rose Tall Tale. Right, the love that you choose of, usually I would say of the opposite sex, where you're not related to them, you know, that type of love. You're going on hot dates, super hot dates. You want to get married, that type of love. But you know, nowadays where it's love is, it could be the same sex. You know, I'm not hating. I'm not hating. I'm just pointing it out. Just pointing. No hate here. I'm gonna check on the food real quick, make sure the water's not boiling before we start the tall tale. But you know, it's important to look at these things. These esoteric you could look at them as esoteric relationships. But again, this is what I was saying during the Call of Cthulhu. We're taking the esoteric and we're making it exoteric. Exo, EXOTERIC. All right, let's get started here. Let me do another mic check before. I don't know why I always do the mic check. I've had a bad habit of doing this. I just need to get a new headset. Okay, sounds good. Let's get here. Let's get started on the tall tale to tell. Tall tale to tell.
Welcome to the U.
Nope, sorry, wrong one. Well, thank you for that.
I hear you ran into Briggsy. About time someone took care of that rotten bag of bones. She used to drink here, in my tavern, when she was alive, I mean. I always looked forward to those nights she arrived, all gold and glamour. I was just a girl then, of course. She used to tell such stories, all about where she'd been and the adventures she'd had. I'd write them all down, add pictures, and dream that I was sailing to those places too. Dad told me not to listen. No truth ever rolled off a
pirate's tongue.
Say.
No
But
way,
kids
that's
have
not
to
true.
believe in something, don't they? You need heroes to help you grow up. But in the end, I realized two things. Briggsy was a liar, and she was gone. Worse than gone, she'd become another rotten skelly lord, plundering and scaring decent folks. Hey, take my book if you think it'll help. I just wish there was more to it than a bunch of made-up stories. Still, if it does lead you anywhere interesting, come back and tell me about it. I want some real adventures to write about.
I want some real adventures. Sounds like Peter. Reminds me of Peter Pan or like the Goonies or something. You know, they want to go on an adventure so bad, and then they finally get the adventure, and you know, it kind of they act as if it's not the type of adventure that they wanted to go on. You know, but anyways, so you have this character Tasha. She wants to go on an adventure, right? She craves. She works in a tavern. And she even says it's not her dream, it's her father's dream working at the tavern. But we're going to get to the boat here, see where we got to sail to. And this is what I mean, there's not too much story. Tasha gives us a little bit of story, but then she gives us this book, and it's just Tasha's, you know, princess programming sort of weird stories here. But we'll get more into that later. I'm going to read this to you guys. So Princess Me and Briggsy, I wonder, she must look at Briggsy as like this awesome, but she knows that Briggsy is a liar and a pirate. So it kind of seems like she listens to her father, because she said her father says that no truth has ever came from a pirate's tongue, right? Which is that's not true. There's a lot of knowledgeable pirates out there who understand the truth. So she says the princess me. So she's got some princess programming there. Again, if I'm talking to you guys as if you know about what princess programming is. I'm not going to teach you and sit here teach you what princess programming is. Go check out Mark Passio's presentation, The Unholy Feminine, and you'll know all about princess programming from that presentation. So you got Briggsy and Tasha. This book belongs to Tasha. I'm 4.5 years old, and my best friend is Briggsy. When I am older, I will be a pirate princess just like her. Even says I can wear her magic crown. Who's the guy on the right? He's got a weird mustache. He's got eyeglasses. Sneak up here, Paradise Spring. It is dark. See, there's not too many baddies. Looks like they're all in jail. Dark again. Help me. We have to jump. Whee! Barnacle K. And so I usually have to use the walkthrough for these, because each story is a location. We're trying to find two keys in a chest. Try Rock Isle. Where are we going? South. Where are we going? Having a bath, splash. See, there's not really much to work with here. And if there is, I might just be missing it. Maybe I don't have enough knowledge in my understanding. So maybe there is stuff. Maybe there is some good deep allegory that I'm just missing. But I can't see it. I can't see it through these children's drawings. So we have Scary Friends, Monster Island, and what was the first one? Rescue Mission. So, let me make sure Odo's on here. Odo, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. So what do I don't have to do anything. I just really have to check the map. But anyway, so we're going to get into the chakra system. I was talking about this during the Call of Cthulhu live stream the other night, which I need to do more research. See, again, like, I know what I know because I stand on the shoulders of giants, but there's still things that I need to study. But actually, I need to look up the video. I'll look up the video, give me a second. Look up the walkthrough and see where we're going before, that way we can set sail, and then I'll talk your guys' head off. Alright, I'm gonna go mute while these dumb commercials play. Okay, Monster Island takes you to Thieves Haven. I got it here. So I was listening to good old Con. He's a YouTube channel for all of these tall tales. I've been using Con. His walkthroughs are really good.
You will see there's these.
Okay, Thieves Haven for Monster Island. All right, let's see the next one. Scary Friends is Kraken's Fall at the north side. Is that north? I think I'm way off. Kraken's Fall is way up there. Pretty sure. Ooh, I feel my stomach growling already. I can't wait to eat dinner tonight. It's gonna be so freaking good. Kraken's Fall. Okay, there we go. He does the circle on the left, like right here. All right. So then the last one is. All right. Find and rescue mission. Okay, for rescue mission, it's the southern side of Crook's Hollow, and
We're on the middle side of the map here, and
just before the two bridges. I've never done either of these islands, so I'm gonna have to rewatch the videos. It's really that split up. So we have 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, no, they're actually pretty good. So let me go find Kraken's Fall again.
In the water.
Oh crap, I forget. Okay, Scary Friends is Kraken's Fall, and it looks like it'll be in the Skelly. Alright, yep, Kraken's Fall, find the giant Kraken skeleton, and it is right there. So yeah, for this episode we'll be getting into the chakras, and you'll see why when we find the treasure, but I'll talk about the chakras when we set sail here. We just gotta head north. Make sure we're on the right direction. Right ahead. Make sure we're on the right course here. Is that huge island Kraken's Fall right there? Okay, yep, we're on the right track. Maybe a slight right. Eventually. Okay, so back to the chakras. I should have ate a snack before I started this. That's okay. Let me, oh, where'd it go? I had it pulled up. I had a page here pulled up. The chakras. Spelled C-H-A-K-R-A-S. What are the chakras? This is probably what I need to hear too. Like I said, I need to do more research into the chakras, but we'll dip our feet into it. The chakras is an energy centers in the body. According to traditions like yoga and Hinduism, they are believed to influence physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. I'm not sure if you could consider this a mystery teaching, they said, what we were talking about earlier, but I would say the chakra system could totally be classified as a mystery teaching, because there's a lot that you can learn from it, just like Freemasonry or natural law or the Hermeticism. You know, it's really good to study Hinduism that are believed to influence physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Okay, making sure no skelly ships. That's Kraken's Fall for sure. I recognize that island. Alright, so there are 7 main chakras, each with, this is from a Bing AI reading, by the way, each with a specific location and corresponding aspects of health. From the root chakra at the base of the spine to the crown chakra at the top of the head, balancing these energy centers is thought to promote a healthy flow of vital energy, or prana, throughout the body. Again, really good. People, that's something else. People do not study. You go ask the average person what if they know about the chakra system, or if they know what a chakra is. I'd be impressed if they did. You've probably heard them mentioned in New Age yoga classes. You most definitely heard the New Age character on TV or in movies talk about chakras being blocked. Chakras 101. This is from Healthline. It's a website, Healthline website, I guess. Chakra in C-A-K-R-A in Sanskrit means wheel, and they refer to energy points in your body. They are thought to be spinning discs of energy that should stay open and aligned, and they correspond to bundles of nerves, major organs, and areas of our energetic body that affect our emotional and physical well-being. I lost my spot here. Some say that there are 114 different chakras, but there are 7 main chakras that run along your spine. These are chakras that most of us are referring to when we talk about them. Oh yeah, that had it. So I wanted to go from the bottom. and it looks like this website is going from the bottom up. I like the speed we're sailing. We're coming up on the island here soon, so I'll have to shut up and focus. But so the root chakra at the base of the spine, in the tailbone area, the color is red. So I forgot about the colors that they each represent, meaning physical identity, stability, or grounding. You could say the tailbone, the tail chakra. That's what I'd say. Alright, let's make sure we're even on the right part of the island. But I'm on safer seas, by the way. Oh yeah, for the nerds out there, that's one thing I forgot to mention. I'm on safer seas, playing on PlayStation 5. You know, you see some streamers, though, they always have, like, the specs of what they're using. This is my computer. It's probably just the flex. I don't know why people... I'm like, do people really care about specs that much? Like, what streamers are using? These are my specs. I think it's just a flex. The spec flex. The specs flex. That's what I think it is. That's what... YouTubers are just flexing their equipment. Like, haha. Beagle Eye Visions doesn't have... They're only on PlayStation 5. Watch this streamer. I'm way better. Here's my specs. You always see Twitch streamers do it too. Twitch streamers posting the specs flex. All right, a little bit closer to the beach. Slow her down there. Oh, I think those are the bones. Yeah, I'm gonna... Alright, so before I go collect the treasure, I will keep going. Let me find a good place to sit here. Alright, so back to the chakras. Let me go through all of them before we continue the mission. A blocked root chakra can manifest as physical issues like arthritis, constipation, and bladder or colon problems, or emotionally through feeling insecure about finances or basic needs and well-being. When it is in alignment and open, we feel grounded and secure both physically and emotionally. Wow, really interesting. Again, I need to do more research. I did not know that. So we're getting to the second one. We're going from the bottom of the spine up. The sacral chakra location, just below the belly button, above the pubic bone. Color is orange, meaning sexuality, pleasure, or creativity. Issues with this chakra can be seen via problems with associated organs like urinary tract infections, lower back pain, and impotency. Emotionally, this chakra is connected to our feelings of self-worth, and even more specifically, our self-worth around pleasure, sexuality, and creativity. The solar plexus chakra going up. The upper abdomen in the stomach area, the color is yellow, and this is for self-esteem or confidence. Blockages in the third chakra are often experienced through digestive issues like ulcers, heartburn, eating disorders, and indigestion. It's the chakra of our personal power. This means it's related to our self-esteem and self-confidence. The heart chakra... That was horrifying. The Sea of Thieves is a horrifying, dangerous place. But so is freedom. Freedom is dangerous, right? It's not protection. Heart chakra, the location center of the chest, just above the heart, the area called the heart center in some yoga classes. The color is green, and this is where I talk about green is green language or emerald language, right? If you don't care, if you don't have the care enough to begin to understand about these mystery teachings or these mystery traditions, then your heart chakra is unactivated. You don't have the green heart chakra. The green is the color of action, right? We see this in movies like The Matrix. The Matrix is not the only movie. It's just that's what most people in the freedom community use that as their main example, right? This is why it's the color of green energy. It's in the chest. It's the heart chakra covers love and compassion. Blocks in our heart chakra can manifest in our physical health through heart problems, asthma, and weight issues, but blocks are often seen even more clearly through people's actions, right? That's what I just said. Thank you, Healthline website, healthline.com. People with heart chakra blocks often put others first to their own detriment. Yes, I see that so much. It's the middle of the 7 chakras, so it bridges the gap between our upper and lower chakras. It also represents our ability to love and connect with others. When out of alignment, it can make us feel lonely, insecure, and isolated. Yeah, I feel that, man. I feel all 3 of those right now. Throat chakra, keep continuing to go up. The throat, color blue, meaning communication. As one would expect, this chakra is connected to our ability to communicate verbally. Voice and throat problems, as well as any problems with everything surrounding that area, such as the teeth, gums, and mouth, can indicate a blockage. Blocks or misalignment can also be seen through dominating conversations, gossiping. Wow, that's hilarious. Yeah, small minds talk about people, that's for sure. And so many people, like the last job I had, every day I would clock in and I would just overhear these people talking about other people. And I would tell them, like, small minds talk about people, small minds talk about people. And I've had it multiple jobs too. And they don't care. You know, the next day you clock in, they don't take your spiritual advice to heart whatsoever. They just continue to talk about people, you know, because they're uneducated. They don't care. They talk about other people, but when they talk about other people, they're not talking about them in compliments, right? It's always, if people are gossiping, it's always like talking down on people, or like, oh, why is this person doing that? Why? Oh, they can't hold a job, or, you know, blah blah blah. It's always negative. It's never in a positive light. It's very rare when people gossip in a positive light. Speaking without thinking, right? Well, that's huge. And having trouble with speaking your mind. When in alignment, you will speak and listen with compassion and feel confident when you speak, because you know you are being true to yourself with your words. Absolutely. I love that. Getting me fired up here. Yes, that is awesome. The third eye chakra, it's the crown chakra, also known as. And I was talking, or no, sorry, the third eye chakra and the crown chakra are 2 separate ones. See, this is what I mean. I have to do my own diligence. I have to do my own research, because I'm speaking on things I'm not that confident in, but it's okay. This is helping me and hopefully people of the internet. Location between the eyes on the forehead. This is the third eye chakra, which is why it's also known as the brow chakra. The color is indigo, and the meaning is intuition or imagination. Since this chakra is physically located on the head, blockages can manifest as headaches, issues with sight or concentration, and hearing problems. People who have trouble listening to reality, who seem to, quote-unquote, know it all, who are not in touch with their own intuition, may also have a block. When open and in alignment, it's thought that people will follow their intuition and be able to see the big picture. Wow, that's powerful. Good stuff here, Beagle Eye Visions. Crown chakra, the very top of the head, the color is violet or white. Wow, why is it violet or white? That's pretty, quite the difference, quite the polarity there, meaning awareness or intelligence. The crown chakra is linked to every other chakra and therefore every organ in the system. And so it affects not just all of those organs, but also our brain and nervous system. It is considered the chakra of enlightenment and represents our connection to our life's purpose and spirituality. Those with a blocked crown chakra may seem narrow-minded, skeptical, or stubborn. When the chakra is open, it is thought to help keep all the other chakras open and to bring a personal spiritual bliss and enlightenment. As these are all energetic centers of the body that correspond to feelings, one of them probably resonated with you as you were reading. Yes, exactly. Wow. A different one may resonate with you tomorrow. It's likely that one resonates with you more often than any others as a continuous problem, a chakra where you often deal with blocks. Other blockages may pop up every now and then. In the chakra system, these patterns have specific terms, and there are recommended treatments. Yes, and I would recommend, holistic treatments. Don't just, there are many treatments to look at. And again, I'm not as to continue to get this treasure. And you guys, you'll see why I wanted to talk about the chakras for this particular tall tale to tell. That's the bones we're looking for there. pretty sure. Better be. Maybe not that one. I don't see any shinies. You guys see any shinies? Let me know. Put it in the chat below if you see any shinies. Now that's probably not what we're looking for. What we're looking for is... In the video, it showed it as being near the skull. And he was standing on a skull with a huge tail. Team of Krakens. Right. No. Legends of Sea number 5. Hey, I got the fog on the Sea of Thieves are heavy, but near. They seemed to stir up the Krakens and sharks. Perhaps those creatures just saw a chance to prey on lost ships, but the tables soon turned as pirates realized something. Many Krakens and Megalodons eat up valuable loot from the ships they sunk. Suddenly, hunting them for goodies became a tempting prospect. That's awesome. Alright, now freaking stupid skeletons want to get destroyed. They want to get wrecked over here. Okay, that looks like what we're looking for. How did I miss that? Is there a shiny up there? Did I see a shiny? I don't know. Let me go back to the boat, see where my location is. But, it showed right over here. Maybe farther up the beach. Down by the beach. Sports. Sports. Bum, bum, bum. Sports. Just singing some Viagra Boys while I walk down the beach. While I walk down the beach. That's probably... This is looking like it's gonna hold. No, that one over there. That's the one for sure. Squirt, stop scratching. Tired of this dog scratching today. That looks definitely. But I've said that multiple times and have been wrong multiple times. But it's okay. No, how do I? Because he doesn't have like a difficult time getting up there. Oh yeah, that's it. There we go. See the chalice, right? This is why I was saying, or no, I don't know what I'm talking about. The chalice key. The key of the chalice, right? Now, the chalice is it looks like a diamond if we look at it. The chalice is an upside-down triangle. They talk about Mark Passio talks about that. A lot of people in the freedom community talk about this. The chalice, right? It's a representation of the sacred feminine. And I was talking about this on the last episode with Briggsy, right? Now that I think about it, we had to hunt down Briggsy as a skeleton. So is that a hunting down of the sacred feminine? But it is also a reversal of the sacred feminine, which could be a right side up triangle with the point facing towards the sky. There's many ways to interpret it. That's why in the Matrix you see a chalice, and it's on the TV, right? Morpheus is talking to us, talking about knowledge, dropping knowledge during the Matrix. And if you look at the back of the TV, it's an upside down triangle. So the point is facing towards the ground, right? And you could say that's a chalice, but it being on a TV, I would argue that is a reversal of the sacred masculine, because the sacred masculine is action, while the sacred feminine is care, right? So that's why it's a chalice, right? It's a chalice because it nurtures, or it holds water, you could say. And the sacred masculine is the point of a sword. A right side up triangle is the point of a sword, or the tip of a sword, which represents action, or the call to action, right? The clarion call. That's what Neo in the Matrix, he gets the clarion call through the Matrix's, through the Matrix. through Morpheus's phone call that he gets while Neo is at work, right? And that's really funny that he gets that phone call while he's at work. He's working for the system, and FedEx delivers this this mysterious phone that Neo opens up the package, and it's just a phone. And then we all know that Morpheus calls Neo inevitably, and Neo ends up, he walks out of work, right? He basically quits his job right there, because right when he gets to work, and his boss is like, "You have to understand that we are part of a whole. We are part of a corporation. And when an employee doesn't show up on time, the company doesn't run on time." You know, it like gives you that dumb lecture. Oh man, I love that lecture. So we're going southwest. So the chalice. Is there a chalice chakra? I feel like I'm missing something, but it's hard. Like I wish I could do notes. I wish I had more time to do notes, but I wanted to do this before dinner got done, and then we'll hang out. Everybody will be here in the house, hanging out in the kitchen. So I wanted to get the live stream done, and then as soon as everybody leaves the house, I will be live streaming again. We're gonna get farther into Call of Cthulhu. I'll be streaming longer than an hour tonight. Hopefully, I won't get too scared. That was scary. It was getting scary, dude. The Shambler last. I don't know. For those of you who've been tuning in, the Shambler is not a fun creature to deal with. Not a fun enemy. And now, at the point of the storyline that I'm at the time of this recording, we have decided. I found Sarah Hawkins, the missing girl, and me, Sarah Hawkins, and another weird character is going to send the Shambler back. We're sending him back to the other dimension. So it should be fun. That's what's going to be happening in the Call of Cthulhu series next. We're sending the Shambler back to Lovecraft Country. I don't know why I reference that show. Lovecraft Country is a horrible show, by the way. The allegory is awful. The show is awful. The production is awful. The writing is awful. Like, that show is garbage. The people who wrote that H.P. Lovecraft Country, or it's on HBO, Lovecraft Country is the name of the show. Whoever wrote that does not care about Lovecraft. And they do not care about Lovecraft's craft. Southwest. So it looks like we're heading in the right direction. See, the main bulk of this storyline is just you don't face a boss, you don't defeat a captain or anything. You're literally just sailing from one island to the other, which isn't bad. You know, Sea of Thieves is all about sailing from one island to the other, doing pirate stuff. You know, finding treasure, being a pirate. But this is the 5th time I've done this quest this week, right? I've done this quest every day of the week to get to this. This will be the last time I have to do this quest. This tall tale. Here, I'll show you guys while we're sailing, since I made it to 4 out of 5, because you got to do all these. I'm working on the gold curse, alright? And the grind never stops. Right here, 4 out of 5. This will be the last time, and then I'll get this legendary Storyteller commendation, and I will get these awesome sails, which I love that it's gold, because again, Briggsy, they just look good. They're gold, right? That's what you mean. Like, you do the tail. This is what, in my opinion, you do the tail, you study the allegory, and then you get gold, right? You turn base consciousness into gold consciousness. Like, I love, you finish all these commendations, and you usually get a gold prize at the end of it, doing the tail 5 times in a row. Or you don't have to do them in a row, you can do them in your own time, but I'm just doing them in a row because I have a YouTube channel. You know. Should I drink some Dubby? I mean, I got some Dubby getting delivered this week. So should I just drink some more Dubby anymore? I don't need it necessarily. This isn't. Yeah, I don't need any more Dubby. I don't need to focus, right? This is not a. I mean, you can do these tall tales very casually, right? There's no pressure, unless a skeleton ship pops up. It's awesome. That's yeah, I love just doing a tall tale. Like maybe you get tired of playing Fortnite. You know, you got 7 losses in a row. Maybe you got a couple dubs throughout the night. But you get losses. You get tired of the battle royale, right? You get tired of the high energy, high demand. So just play some Sea of Thieves, right? Go play some Sea of Thieves. Safe for seas, nothing to worry about. Safe seas is very gentle, right? It's not you're not on high seas to where you're a bunch of scallywags are gonna murder you for no reason. That's what I mean. We play Sea of Thieves to get a little bit of freedom, right? In the land of do as you please in the Sea of Thieves. And people still take that freedom, right? I know it's a video game. Don't get me wrong. I know it's a video game. I'm not an idiot. But the whole idea of Sea of Thieves, when you read the books, you read the comic books, you read the storyline, people come to the Sea of Thieves for a sense of freedom. And then all these nerds online, they use the Sea of Thieves. They get the sense of freedom and they use it to destroy each other. They don't use it to play through the tall tales or have fun, getting loot, you know, minding your own business. Maybe go fishing, right? Go casually fishing. Nobody does that. Just get on the Sea of Thieves and destroy each other for no reason. People slamming doors. But yeah, just destroy each other for no reason. And that's what, you know, it's just like real life. Right? With all the craziness that ICE is doing. Destroy each other for no reason. You have ICE you have Latinos that are in ICE, right? And they're doing it to their own people. This deplorable. Before we, it is on the south side of island, I believe Con said the south side. Yeah, we'll go to the south side here. Go in the right direction. Gonna check the dinner food here, make sure it's not overflowing. I'll be right back. Yep, no overflows here. No overflowing, no overflowing. Beef is cooking. Which, you know, an immoral food, but if it brings the family together, that sounds totally F. And it really doesn't bring the family together. They're probably just going to eat food and leave. But it is my best effort. Now once I get done with this, I'll have to start shaving some potatoes. Cutting up some potatoes, shaving the potatoes, cut up the potatoes, make some mashed potatoes, and then get the corn going, get the Hawaiian sweet rolls ready. You know, man, I do love me some beef noodles, though. It's so good. Very immoral dead flesh meal, but freaking delicious. All the same. It's really cool, speaking of that immoral action of eating dead flesh. Well, I need to find the video first of all. But one of the characters on the Sea of Thieves, one of the smugglers' characters is a vegetarian. I just found that out today. I was watching book reviews of the Sea of Thieves cookbook, which I really want to get that, and I really want to do a book review of that. I haven't done a book review of a cookbook yet. I think that'd be really awesome. Maybe even cook a dish, right? Have the dish ready. Alright, I'm going back to ConCon's video. I'm going to mute myself. Oh, this is the 2 bridges right there. So I almost nailed it. Almost parked my ship in the perfect spot. Is that a keg of yeah, I don't want that. Not the type of barrel that I want to carry in my ship. So right before these two bridges. Ow. Hey, perfect. First try. And we have the crown key. So this is what I was getting into. This is why I was talking about the chakras. The crown key, the chakra. So you use the crown key and the chalice key, which I would say the chalice key is a representation of the sacred feminine. And then you have the crown key. And you use these to open up Briggsy's chest. Right? And talking about chakras, we're using these two keys. One is a chakra key to open Briggsy's chest. Right? Or am I... You guys picking up what I'm putting down? Or am I looking too hard into it? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I'm looking too hard into it. I think it all means something. But I'm not putting... There's something I'm missing here. I'm not putting it together. But basically, we have to unlock Briggsy's chest. That's next. So, and what is the chest chakra, right? It's the heart, the care. And even at the beginning of the story, we saw that Tasha, she wants to go on an adventure, and she understands that Briggsy is a liar. Right? So Briggsy turns into a skeleton because she doesn't have her care. Captain Flameheart doesn't have his care activated. Right? They just want to cause destruction and misery and suffering. They don't care. Their care is not activated. So their heart chakra has turned red. Their heart chakra is not green like what we discussed earlier. So we got one more stop. We're going to Thieves Haven. I forget what the location was already. I think he said it was at the top, but I know what we're looking for in Thieves Haven. So let's head south. Where'd Ordo go? Oh, he's still in the same exact spot. You just chilling, Ordo? Oro is gold in Spanish, by the way. And so halcón, Oro halcón means gold hawk. It's kind of roughly translated, but I thought it was clever. And if you look at my name, top right of the screen, Goldhawk 5, Master Gold Hoarder. You bet your bottom dollar. You bet your bottom dollar. Alright, we're going past Cutlass K. Let's get full sails here. Full sails going. Is that the key right there? We go to the right. I bet that big old island just past it is where I'm headed. I don't really care about making too much gold today. Usually if I see a ship pile, I'll stop. A pile of loot, I'll stop and get it. But I'm just trying to... man, my stomach keeps growling. I need to get a snack after this. I'm not worried about gold too much. I'm pretty loaded on gold. Just kind of focused on the tall tale today. Ooh, coming a little hot there. Coming a little hot there. Okay, I parked on the wrong side of the island. But since you have to. Oh no, there's one more island to go to, so I might as well just clear these. It doesn't matter where I park, because like I said, I'm not on the high seas. I don't have to worry about rotten losers trying to take the loot I don't have. Huh. Alright, so we're looking for 3 ginormous heads. And this is for the middle story. What was it? Monster Island. Monster Island, you're looking for 3 ginormous heads. Oh, it's this island. Dude, this island is huge. I kind of remember where they're at. I think I got some more walking to do. I think I have to cross the bridge as well. Probably over there. There's a siren on this island. We're gonna have to get that. So there's 2. No, there's 2. We're looking for 3 giant rock heads that have they got like tribal tattoos. They got like millennial woke thug tattoos. There they are. There they are. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, we're getting Briggsy's chest. We're using the crown chakra key and the chalice key to open up Briggsy's chest. And what is inside of Briggsy's chest? We're gonna see here. It's kind of funny. And I hear a siren too. You know I gotta get that siren. This is a huge island though. I don't know if I want to spend time. This island is ginormous. I usually park in those tunnels down there, but I didn't realize that it was this island. What are we on? Thieves Haven right now? Thieves Haven's got the parking garage. I love my bare feet every time it land on a rock. It's the sound of my bare feet. And what's in the chest? A carved plank of wood. This is what happens when you lose your care, people. Your heart becomes a... I wouldn't even say a carved plank of wood. Your heart just becomes a freaking plank of wood in general. So I don't think I have to look... Do I got a hole in here? So with this plank of wood, it's not really necessary to watch the video because all you have to do is press... I'm on PlayStation 5. Press left trigger. And it shows you if this tall tale checkpoint gets the hell out of my way. It shows you right here. So is that M10? And I'm going to watch the Con video just to make sure. But we're going to M10, which we're going back to Ancient Spire. So this is a good sign. I got really lucky here. M10 Shipwreck Bay. So I'm going to rewatch the video just to make sure this is where we're going. Pretty sure that's where we're going, but then I'll set sail. Yeah, that's definitely, definitely Shipwreck Bay. And that's where we're headed. All right, so let's go. Let's head north, and then this is all we have to do is take this. So we use the chalice key, and what was it? The chalice key and the other key. Oh, with the crown chakra key, right? To open up the chest, what is inside of Briggsy's chest? It's a plank of wood, because she's a Skelly Lord. So, of course, Skelly Lords do not have care. They do not have value. You know, they don't care about morality. They just want to cause destruction. That's why they become. How you get the skeleton curse is by, you know, not caring, serving Flameheart, becoming an order-following coward for Flameheart, causing destruction. Right? And then I love it because although it's still both of them are undead in the Sea of Thieves lore, right? You have the rivals, the Skellies, the skeletons are undead, but then you have the Pirate Lord. Whoever serves under the Pirate Lord is an undead ghost, right? An entity. But they're covered in the green. And I was talking about that on the last Tall Tale, where you have the green language, the emerald language. So whoever sails under the Pirate Lord is a green ghost, so they have green emerald language. Okay, I need to make sure I avoid that island if I can. I'm gonna go check on the food. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm glad this is almost over. I really need to get this beef boiling. It's kind of just simmering right now, and I need to actually cook it. Getting it tender. Shipwreck Bay is freaking dangerous, but let me see here. There's a big rock, and then where the broken down mast is where you match up the plank of wood to get. We'll learn. I'll show you guys here once we find it. Find the treasure. Almost done here. Ooh, I can sniff it. I can smell the treasure. Yarr! Get me to the island. Let me get Briggsy's crown. So that's basically what we're hunting down. See, no good loot right there. That's what we're hunting down. We're hunting down Briggsy's crown. So you use the chalice key, you use the crown key to open Briggsy's chest, find the plank of wood. That's always going to be funny to me for some reason. Find Briggsy's plank of wood inside of her chest, and then you use the plank of wood to find her crown. And then we take the crown back to Tasha. Like I said, not much story, but there is story, I guess. See, like, I don't... Out of all the Tall Tales, I don't know why this one is titled The Legendary Storyteller. But, it does tie into some of the later Tall Tales, which, you guys will find out. Or if you've already done all these Tall Tales, you already know what I'm talking about. There's kind of a reveal in the second to last Tall Tale, I believe it is. Or at the end of the last Tall Tale, I can't remember which one. But there is a reveal, it's really cool. It kind of ties all the tales together. Welcome in, thanks for coming to hang out. This awesome Sunday. The seas look lovely. What's the date today? Sunday, October 22nd of 2025. Coming up on Shipwreck Bay here. My stomach keeps growling. I keep smelling this food. When I get done recording this, I'm gonna eat a honey bun or something. Eat some junk food. Find some Scooby snacks. Getting me today, Kraken. I mean, Meg. Shut up, Meg. Stay back there. I need to stop playing to check the map, but the song is so good. I really like this song. Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit a rock too if I don't stop playing. The song is so good though. Right, Odo? Banger, dude. It's a banger, bro. I want to hear that song being played at the Super Bowl halftime show. Wait, we're on Sea of Thieves. There is no Super Bowl halftime show. Back when men used to hunt booty, now they hunt leather skins and have pink helmets. Founding fathers didn't fight for this. This isn't the country the founding fathers wanted. You got freaking lumber sexuals and dudes are metrosexuals. They're putting on product on their face. They used to hunt the coal mines. Used to swing an axe in the coal mines. The canary in the coal mine. Now you have dudes in the NBA just putting lotion on their face and selling coach jackets while they're walking into the basketball game. Dude, so some of the clothes Jason Tatum has been wearing last time I was still watching football, or not football, last time I was still fully active in the baseball, not baseball, God, can't talk. When I was still watching basketball, still into it, I had people to watch basketball with. Freaking Tatum was wearing Tatum was bringing in fairy jackets. The whole team was wearing fairy jackets. I mean, some of the clothes that they put on these guys is absolutely ridiculous. So we gotta go back way farther? No, I can't go back farther. I'm already pulled over. I can't pull over any farther. So it's gonna be like right. I really can't jump over that. Alright, I didn't think it was going to be that, but I did just have to make sure. What a weird... So you have to be in the water to find out, for sure. You can stand on this rock, maybe. Some of these, lining them up gets kind of weird. Kind of difficult. Yeah, you have to be in the water. There's no way. Swim farther back. because on that's a little bit closer. You see where the tree in the middle of the plank of wood is? You're kind of trying to match. Oop, oop, oop. That's pretty close. You're kind of trying to match that, and that helps a lot. So just picture the tree right there. I don't know. I'm just gonna go for it because the way this island works, I've never, out of the 5 times I've done this quest, I've never done this one. So it's got to be like right here, or just keep guessing. Okay, never mind. I'll try to line up again. It's just the water makes it so frustrating. Oh, we're getting closer. No, I'm not, because the tree doesn't even line up. It's way off. Why did the music change so much? I don't like that. The video I'm talking about watching, you only get one little photo to help you align this plank of wood. This is the most difficult one I've done so far. All of the other ones are really easy. That's definitely not what I expected. God, I hate sharks. I hate skeletons. And I freaking hate sharks. Sick of them. Whoa, that was awesome. I got the new pumpkin lantern. I had to get matched with my outfit. Alright, since I'm taking... Alright. Oh no, I just cranked the heat up. I'll check on it again in about 5 minutes before I set sail. Difficult. I see loot. Is that a skeleton? No, it's a siren. I better get that. I'll be back. I love these sirens. I don't know why. I love destroying them and turning them in for money. I wonder where these sirens come from. Like, what are they? They're just statues that have gems in them and they randomly appear all over the island? Are they part of the ancients? You know, where do they come from? But what I do know is that I love free loot. Wow, my ship got so far from now. So that's the rock, right? In the video, it looks like he's definitely not floating in the water. He's standing on an island. But which island is very hard to tell. I think it might be that one over there. Yeah, it's gotta be. Or is he standing on that rock? I really can't tell. Your swimming speed should go up. Like, if you become a pirate legend, I think your swimming speed should definitely be affected. Oh yeah, this is the island he's standing on. I'm about to take the shark out, bro. You are annoying. Somebody's shooting at me too? Gosh. Like, a shark that can kill you in 2 bites isn't enough. You gotta add a couple of ghosties on there too. How did the ship get all the way over here, by the way? That's kind of crazy. Now I'm going to cook you and sell you. That's what you get, shark. You messed with the wrong pirate today. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Appreciate you. Now that the tale is almost over, you guys are kind of late. That's my fault, though. I don't really advertise. I just kind of go live. I should plan it more often. Hey, I'm going live tonight after dinner. It'll be around maybe 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern time. Playing some Call of Cthulhu. We're going to send the Shambler back to hell. Call of Cthulhu. Very underrated game. I would say Sea of Thieves is underrated too. But I know Sea of Thieves got a lot of haters. They don't give us any new content. They don't give a Rare doesn't care about us. Well, one, I could have told you that. No, I'm just kidding. Ha! Rare doesn't listen. No, don't eat the shark. Okay, that was close. I don't know. Hey, if you want more content, here's an idea. Play a different game? You know how many games are out? Dude, it is 2025. You know how many video games exist? Bro. Like, I don't understand. Why do people just love to complain? Like, in the Fallout TV show, people love to have something to complain about. You know, people love having something to fuss about. That's what it is. They just love the B word that I'm not going to say on this stream. They love B. There we go. I was just on the wrong island. The Ancient Crown, that's what it was called. So you take the crown chakra key, you take the chalice key, you open up Briggsy's chest. Briggsy's chest holds a plank of wood. A literal plank of wood is inside of her chest. Her heart, she has no soul anymore because she's a skelly captain. And then you find the plank of wood, use the plank of wood to go to whatever island, Concon's YouTube guide tells you which island to go to, and then you take it back to Tasha. pretty fun. It's actually fun. Like, I love the quest, but this is my 5th time doing this quest. And after the 5th time, I cannot wait for the next Tall Tale. I will say that. I'm looking forward to begin the next series of Tall Tales. So that's in. We just got to go back to the old ancient spire. I'm gonna use the restroom before we set sail because now we got some looty on the boat. So that means the Skelly ship might pop up on me to try to take me down, but it's not gonna happen. Take a right. We're heading southeast. Is that starboard or port side? I can't remember. Haven't sailed with the boys in a while. Haven't sailed with Captain Crazed. And that is Squirt Dog barking at literally nothing in the background. Thank you for tuning into Beagle Eye Visions. That's how you know we're legit. Okay, Squirt. What are you barking at? Nothing. Nada. You barking at nada. Oh, so now I really need to use the restroom, even though I set sail. Oh, I put pressure on myself. Okay, not hitting any. What do you know? What? Alright, now that I had them scallywags taken care of, might as well get some loot, right? I mean, if you already had the skeleton pop up. Skeleton already popped up. Let me get prepare the holes, yeah. Prepare the holes, yeah. Oh, there we are. Get the water here. Get the water, yep. Just like that, yep. Alright, where's my loot? 50 bucks. Where's it? There it is. Gimme, 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 gimme. How did I miss that? No way. All right. So let me make sure it's not boiling over. Give a little stir, stir, stir. Shout out to Iron Chef Dad. Freaking love that dude. Oh, I did want to correct myself. So today is Sunday. I keep forgetting that today is Sunday. So I probably will be streaming on Twitch. I won't get to Call of Cthulhu gameplay up until because today's Sunday, so we'll be recording Crazy Life Stories podcast episode tonight, and that will be at 11 p.m. is usually when Matt Bennett gets off work and gets home. So I will be streaming on Twitch up until we record for Crazy Life Stories at 11. So I probably won't be able to get to Call of Cthulhu until after midnight. So it's going to be late. It's going to be a late night, really late night stream tonight. But it's okay. We're going to send that Shambler back to hell. And it's going to be fun and not too scary. I had about 4 heart attacks while I was streaming the short 1-hour Call of Cthulhu episode last night, so that was nice. You know, just casually having 4 heart attacks, no problem. Man, that game is scary though. And it really eases you in. Like the beginning of the game, there's not a whole lot of jump scares, or at least the quote-unquote jump scares didn't make me jump near the beginning. But then you get farther in the game, it gets spooky and creepier, and then you get closer to Cthulhu, right? Because if you're familiar with H.P. Lovecraft, you understand that the people on the island of Darkwater are trying to summon Cthulhu for no reason at all. The reason why really doesn't matter. The fact that they're trying to freaking summon Cthulhu is insane. Is that the outpost to the left over there? No, that's not it. We're not going to any outpost. We're going to Ancient Spire. So, take a right. That's towards Plunder Outpost over there. So Barnacle Key will be the one with the flame on top. And then that's the outpost right there that we're going to. Okay, alright. I know where I'm at again. But anyways, yeah, it's really important to study the chakras. The crown chakra, the heart chakra, the third eye chakra, the tailbone, the booty bone chakra. Some people study that one a little bit too much, you know what I'm saying? Heyo! But the chakras are important. Hermeticism, chakras, natural law, these are all things that are, they're all tools that you can put in your tool belt. Freemasonry, Freemasonic philosophy. It's all good stuff. It's all good stuff with the intention of being better, right? Use code BeagleEyeVision at w.gg. Hashtag be better. That's not where I'm headed. There's the outpost. Okay. Before I hit a freaking rock out here. So after this, man, I might have dinner a little bit early because I'm starving. Stomach keeps rumbling. Make sure you tune in to Beagle Eye Visions tonight after What on Earth is happening. Not What on Earth is happening. After Crazy Life Stories, the podcast. Hopefully Dennis can join in tonight. It's going to be a good episode. We'll talk about morality. We'll talk about philosophy. I'll update, the audience, the Crazy Life Story audience on what I'm doing, what projects I'm working on. I've been working on the Tall Tales, basically. Tonight, I got to do some notes. Before we start recording our Crazy Life Stories, I'll probably transfer the V for Vendetta notes, and that way I can record it. Record the V for Vendetta ASAP. So I need to record the V for Vendetta, the book review. Freaking Squirt's back here twerking. Squirt, go lay down. I'm going to anchor just because this is the last spot. I'm not going to turn in the smuggler's loot. That way I can look at my beautiful sails. Let's turn in the Ancient Crown first, because that'll give me some things to talk about while I turn in the loot. Usually I finish the Tall Tale, and then I would like to finish the Tall Tale and just end the stream right there, go back to bed on my ship, but she's going to give me some things to talk about. And then I'll turn in the loot, and then we'll get out of here, close out the stream.
This crown. It's the one from Briggsy's stories. Oh, I can't believe it. She was telling the truth after all. It is even more beautiful than I dreamed it would be. I guess Briggsy really was a great adventurer before the curse. And maybe it doesn't matter if everything she said was true. The dreams she left me were real. And those are what matter most. I miss those dreams. The world wants us to grow up so fast, but being able to see every day like it's an adventure, we only learn that when we're old. I reckon that's something worth holding on to. You know what? There are still a few pages left. Space enough for me to add stories of my own. This tavern was Dad's dream, not mine. Do it. Raise some coin, find a sloop, and live my own adventures, just like you and Briggsy. I'll clean up the wreck you past serious friend. Maybe next time we meet, we'll be out there, on the Sea of Thieves.
Yes, and I popped the trophy Sea of Dreams. Received all commendations for the legendary Storyteller Tall Tale. The Sea of Dreams, that's an... So I love that. I love she has a good ending. She keeps her imagination up, right? She doesn't want to stay in the tavern her whole life. And I thought it was a really good ending. She says the dreams that she gave me were real, and hopefully Tasha gets out there and gets some adventuring of her own. So a happy little ending there. Happy little ending. I love that. She said there was something she said in her lines that I wanted to mention, but I already read it. But yeah. Well, got that one done in the books. Signed, sealed, and delivered. So I'll start the next series throughout this week. I'll be doing the next Tall Tale series, which I'll have to look it up. I forget the name of it. But, so Tasha still has that sense of wonder, right? She's like, you only have it when you're a kid. Every day is a sense of adventure. People don't think like that, People don't have that mentality. That's why when I was going into work, I was always happy, like happy go. It doesn't matter where I work. I don't give a shit. I'm still gonna be happy. I'm still gonna look at it as like I'm going to work today. I'm going. People don't have that mentality anymore. They lose it. They get too tied up in the mundane life, of, you know, mundaneness of just being an adult. But also, a lot of people take on more responsibility than they can handle, you know, which is what causes a lot of stress. I would highly recommend looking into the book review that I did on The Biology of Belief by Dr. Bruce Lipton. Scroll through Beagle Eye Visions, check out that, because everything that he talks about in that book is so important. It's like, basically, don't let your everyday life stress you out, because it's not healthy. And it will cause you pain and suffering. It will do a detriment on your body, on your mentality. That's why it's important to stay gold, you know? Stay tuned. This is what I mean by stay tuned and stay gold. You got to stay tuned, which is focus on what is right and correct. Focus on the things you need to focus on, especially if you have a family, right? If you have children. Focus on that. That's what I mean by stay tuned. Stay focused. And stay golden, which is, you know, don't be a base consciousness, zombified human being, right? Look at every day as an adventure. Boots, head in the clouds, but boots on the ground, right? Head in the clouds meaning always be in tune with your imagination and your care and your creativity. Don't lose sight of those things. But also boots on the ground meaning stay in reality. Can't be in your imagination all day. But anyways, my stomach keeps freaking growling. Holy cow, it will not stop growling. I really need to eat a honey bun. These honey buns are calling my name. And then I'm going to get this dinner done immediately, as soon as possible. Start cutting up these potatoes. Okay, I'm gonna sell the rest of this loot and get out of here. I'm sure you guys don't want to. Watch me sell loot. I'm kind of out of knowledge. Yeah, study natural law, study morality, do the right thing because it is the right thing to do. Do no harm and take no shit. Right? That's what being a pirate is really all about. Doing no harm and taking no stuff, and you'll be a pirate in no time. So thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you if you made it this far. Tune into Call of Cthulhu tonight. I might be a little bit tipsy because I always have a few grogs while I'm recording Crazy Life Stories. So I mean I don't know. I was probably gonna wait. Probably wait until I start recording Call of Cthulhu. That way I'm not absolutely white girl wasted by the time I start. By the time I come back to. Come back to the video game world. But yeah, I'll leave you on that note. Study natural law. If you're into this type of information, I highly recommend tuning into the One Great Work Network. Either watch the live stream on the OneGreatWorkNetwork.com, or just you know, if there's a speaker that you like, or a speaker that resonates with you. I can't hand this in. Right, like Mario West, I found Mario West at work, and then I went and bought Mario West's book. It's a really good book. F Wide Open is the title of her book. I highly recommend, you know, like One Great Work Network is an awesome rabbit hole to get lost in. You know, studying natural law and studying morality. There's many different speakers to tune into, a lot of different minds that have their own flavor of natural law, you know. And a lot of them, like Mario West, I don't believe she's an American. Like I believe she was not born in this country. Maybe she was born in this country, I don't know. But the whole point is you have different ethnicities and all these beautiful minds from different types of beautiful backgrounds, right? Like Conrad Ragos, He's on the One Great Work Network. You have Fred Gringus. He has the Spanish Latino background. You know, if that's more your flavor. Just amazing minds all over. And I sold all the loot. So, sold all the loot besides the. Actually, I'm gonna sell this. Oh, I need to sell that Kraken too. I'm gonna cook that Kraken. But yeah, I'll leave you guys with that. I'm just gonna cook the Kraken and then sell it, and then I'm signing off. Sea of Thieves and continuing to make dinner. So I'm out of here. Thanks again if you made it this far. Stay tuned, stay gold. If you want to support the channel, Cash App, Cash Money, Beagle Eye. He's been limping, and I'm not even working anymore because I had the money while I was working, but I don't have a car, so that I kind of lost motivation. And I was like, oh, well, I have the money, I'm working right now, but I can't take him to the vet because I don't have a car, and the vet is not open on Sunday, which Sundays was my only day off, Sundays and Wednesdays, which of course Wednesdays, the only people that I know with the car work on Wednesdays, so they don't want to drive 20 minutes to Niles on a Wednesday, and I only have Sundays off. But Sunday, the vet is not open. The vet that we go to is not open, that I trust, right? Finding a good vet that you trust is. So it's a whole thing. I lost motivation. I got angry, and now I'm just angry at myself. Because people don't care, you know? It's like, freaking sucks. So Squirt Dog's just been limping, and I don't know what to do about it. And I know he's old. And even, like, we're laying in bed together, and he's just scratching. I hear his bones crack. So he probably has, like, some severe sort of arthritis. It's very stressful because I worry about my boy. But anyways, stay tuned, stay gold if you want to support the channel. Cash App, Beagle Eye, or that's the great way to do it directly. Or if you want to get yourself some awesome, clean energy game fuel, use Beagle Eye Vision without the S at w.gg. Get yourself 10% off your entire purchase over at w.gg. That also helps the channel. But Cash App and Beagle Eye directly is way better. I'm out of here. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in for Call of Cthulhu later tonight. It'll be like midnight Eastern Central Time. So thank you so much. Stay tuned, stay gold. Signing off.